Here we have a GM diagnostic tool that came in for repair. Customer came in locally and the device looks something like this. The customer initially said that his technician plugged in the cable, the USB cable, the wrong way. And I told him that's not possible because you cannot plug in that cable the wrong way. USB connector is right over here. And you cannot plug in that cable the wrong way. I showed him and I inspected the pins while he was here and did not see any damage to the pins. And then he said that they attempted to replace the USB connector and they had a big soldering iron, and now we know what's going on. That connector looks good. I do not see any damage to any one of the pins. We do not see any damage to the plastic. But since he mentioned soldering, I see this. I mean, that's one ugly soldering job, but what can you do? The guy is not in the soldering field, and he has a big soldering iron. If we check on that joint, it looks solid. This one here looks solid to me. This one looks solid. And this one is moving. This one is probably not making a connection. Let me inspect using diode mode. We have ground here, so this one is making a connection. We have 0.4 voltage drop. We have 1 voltage drop. And we have, oh well, we have no connection here. If we inspect around, I just want to see if we have any missing components, any knocked off components, any solder blob that may be bridging. I do not know what type of flux was used. But one piece of advice, you do not want to use that flux when soldering. Look at the residue on that flux. I mean, the chip is making a connection, but I see some tampering here and here also. I just want to make sure that we do not have any missing components, and it doesn't look like we do. If we flip the board, look at the connector from the front. Board looks clean. No issues here. No flux here. And the board looks good from this side. So it's mainly the connector soldering. That may be the problem. That's how a nice joint should look like, not the joint that you smoke. That's how a nice soldering joint should look like. Now, what do we do with the blobs that we have here? Maybe we can wick off solder. I just want to see the rings under and make sure that we have rings. Like that one here, I do not see the ring, or maybe I see it partially. I want to make sure that ring is making a proper connection. Yeah, I do see it. Okay. Let's use our anti-glare light so we can get rid of the reflections. And I do see all 4 rings. Okay, we may have to remove this connector. Let me desolder the connector. I want to see what's behind that connector. I do not know if that ring is broken or if it's supposed to read OL. Hi, how are you? Just give me 1 second. We have a customer. But what's more important? This connector or the customer? She's a lady, so we cannot make her wait too long. All right, the connector is out, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. The customer left. She dropped in a Dell laptop where some of the keys on the keyboard are not working, and she thinks the problem is dust. I told her the last thing that can cause keys not to work on your keyboard is dust. So it's not a dust issue. Look at that wick, and tell me that's not the best wick that you ever laid eyes on. If you are in the same type of business or you are doing this as a hobby, you can buy all your tools from our site, including this amazing wick, the original Inventec Amtech Flux, soldering iron, hot air station, thermal camera, this amazing microscope, whatever you need, just log into our site, add to cart, checkout, pay, and we almost always ship out same day. Hey, see you, man. The mailman just came in and picked up your packages. So now if you look here, you can see how the ring lost the connection. This ring here should be connecting with this wire that's going to this component. And it looks like the connection is broken from right here. And that was the reason why I removed that connector and not just solder the bottom legs. We have a lost connection. What we need to do is we need to run the wire that goes inside the hole so we can solder it to the leg of the USB connector. That's what we need to do. This looks like an inductor. If we measure in diode mode, we should get a reading. But when we are measuring from the back, that ring from the back, we got OL. We should be getting, what's the voltage drop? We should be getting a 0.41 voltage drop on this ring. We have 1 voltage drop here. We have 0.41 voltage drop here. So 0.41, 0.41, 1, and we have ground. But from the back, when we measured, if you remember, look, we do have the rings in the back, but one of the rings is not making a connection. So if we measure here, we do have a reading of 1. We have ground. We have 0.41, and we have nothing here. We should be reading 0.41 here, but we have nothing. We got it. The customer is going to be very happy because that's one expensive device. That's the original GM diagnostic tool. It's not a clone. It's not one of those Chinese clones that looks the same. He said it's about $1,200 to $1,600. We're going to be using our NF soldering pen, NF.mini, and the non-enameled wire. which you can also find on our site. So let's trim the wire to right over here. And we're gonna feed that wire through the hole and solder it to the back ring. Just like that. And just a quick update on our training workshop. We have an overwhelming number of response from people who want to train, who want to take the workshop, and we cannot fit everyone inside the workshop. We're going to have 10 students max, so we decided to do multiple workshops so we can give everybody the chance to attend that workshop. You're going to be assigned to the workshop based on first come, first serve. You pay today. We're going to place you in the next available workshop. If the class is full, then you're going to have to wait until the next workshop. If the next workshop is full, then you're going to have to wait until the following one. So it's based on a first come, first serve basis. What I want to do is apply solder mask. Very nice. Now we're gonna go back to that connector. And I just want to clean the pins because the pins may still have solder on them. And it's gonna be hard to fit those pins in the holes if we have solder blobs on the pins. Right, so the connector is all the way in. Let's make sure the pins are going through the holes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And where's our wire? Where is the, oh, right there. The wire is right there. We can start with the legs, with the anchors. And we're gonna do a better than factory job, right? Now for this one here, I'm gonna use my NF.mini. And finally, we're gonna do this one here. Let's thin the wire. Now we're gonna apply solder from this side here. And we are done. Okay, so we did an awesome job. We're gonna check on the pins, make sure every single one of them has a reading. And look at the anchor points. Look at those two perfect circles. Security mirror. You can fix your hair looking at that joint. And ladies can do their makeup. Multi-purpose. Now we're gonna measure the 4 legs in the middle. Before, we had a reading at 3 of them. One of them was reading 0.4, the other one 1 voltage drop, and one of the pins was reading ground. But the 4th one was reading, oh well, no connection. Now we fixed the connection, we ran a wire, and we're gonna measure. We have ground, we have 0.41 voltage drop. Amazing, look at this. We have 0.41 voltage drop. We were getting OL on this one before. And we have 1 voltage drop right here. We want to make sure they are not shorting out. This and this, this and this, this and this, and this and this. We do not have a short. Okay, one more time. 0.41, 0.41, that's ground. And we have 1 voltage drop here, or we can also do this because this one is ground. We can do 0.41, 0.41, and we have 1 voltage drop. Amazing. We are done. I'm gonna hand this over to Big Boss to reassemble, and we're gonna call the customer to come and pick up. So a $1,200 device fixed, done. I'm gonna hand the device over to Big Boss to reassemble and test. If you look inside, we have 2 boards. Both of them, you need to attach both of them on top of each other, and then inside the enclosure, and there's a gasket here. We're gonna end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video.